It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up next, it's the Jets, reigning league MVP. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Jets and the Ravens, next on EA Sports.
What a beautiful afternoon. The Jets headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. Straight to the air they go. Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play, and it's good enough for a New York first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. To the air now on 1st and 10. Chased out to his right. On the move, brought in inside the 20. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We got 2nd and 15. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's on the move. Oh, he's calling his own number again. Escapes a defender. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going for it again. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Early on, it's not his work passing the football we're talking about. It is what he's been able to do as a runner that has this place buzzing.
Yeah, years ago, Kate, taking what the defense gives you means checking it down, but not anymore. Not the QBs of today. He's showing you the prowess he has with his legs as well.
Getting out to his left. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
On the move, headed right. And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Jets drive 80-plus yards and take a 6-0 lead. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out.
And their quarterback ready to take over once again. And as we play through November, you can see that this hot start has continued. He's the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. And this might be a free play. Let's see what they do. Buys time, rolling right. That's completed right side. And as he goes out of bounds, we've got a flag on the play, likely against the defense. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still first down.
Now, a great way for the offense to start the drive, Brock. A free 5 yards, and now a much shorter first down. Forced out to his right. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Well, so far, they've got to be pretty happy with how he's been leading their offense. It has been a great start.
And I'd hesitate to say it's only going to get better, especially if they really decide to keep running this offense through that quarterback's arm.
Chased out to his right. That one's complete, right side. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice gain. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Jets get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
Ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And it's not just a blip for him this year. He's been one of their go-to scorers on the ground as we get through the heart of this season, leading all quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. Back to throw on first and 10. Flush down out to his left. That's caught at the 25. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a 13-point lead. Malachi Corley, the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And you want your quarterback to, number one, find ways to score for your offense. You always tell me that, Brock. But also, he's done it more than just through the air for them. That last drive, a notable touchdown for him on the ground for the season. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And a man is there to knock that away. Clean breakup on that throw. So second down coming up.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
He's running with it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They'll throw it. He's on the move. Looking right, and he finds him. And he works it all the way to the 10 before going out. Give him a full 40 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he scores. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets grow their lead just before halftime. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it too.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And while they've worried about his arm a little bit early, he's been happy to get some yards on the ground, looking like an effective dual threat thus far. Pass play on first and 10. Escapes the pocket. Brought in right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And he's up across 200 yards now in this opening half. That's beyond simply a good start for him. This is the type of game where he's been taking the lead on carrying his offense forward however he can. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. They'll throw on first. Rolling left, buying some time. He can run it. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Ball at the 33 for first down. He'll look to throw. On the move, headed right. Has it at the 7. And he drives this forward to the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. It's being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And among dual threats in the NFL so far this season, there has been no equal. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing yards to this point. To throw it on first down. Escapes out to the left. Connects with the open man downfield. Keeps it moving. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. First and 10, looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And they will score! Touchdown, New York! The Jets push their lead further to start the half. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
to pass on 1st and 10. Fits it through the middle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Jets put up even more points in a win. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock, he sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
To throw here on 1st down. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Buying some time left. Has it downfield working the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Throwing now on 1st down. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Jets about to stay unbeaten once again. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. Forced out to his right. Complete out to the right. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets have likely locked up the win right there. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
So it's a road win for the Jets. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win.